My work really started with just a passion for landscapes, and that was all I really cared about shooting. And then as I started to kind of develop more in, I guess, my own style, I realized that, I could apply the same passion for big, wide open spaces to anything. I started shooting a lot of surfing, a lot of action sports, and I made a name for myself in that world a little bit. I was lucky enough to be a senior staff photographer for Surfer magazine, which I still am today. The last thing I really want people to remember me by is, social media presence, because as awesome as it is, the reality is all I'm doing is just getting, a really good thumb exercise. That's really it. I only got on these platforms because I wanted to share experiences. I wanted to inspire people, and it seemed like another good platform to inspire people. It's the same reason I picked up a camera, because I wanted to be inspired. I shot with everything, Canon, obviously like everybody does. And then I moved from Canon to Nikon. I saw what Sony was doing, making the mirrorless cameras. I was really interested. I didn't quite understand them at first. This is something I could reach up and I could look at, and it would just be reflecting exactly what the sensor is seeing, like an iPhone or like a point and shoot, right? The less you have between you and your subject, and I don't care if that's a person or the president or a landscape or whatever, the more intimate that experience is going to be. So for me, by paring down my camera system, it's become more of an intimate experience. With a lot of these newer f-stop packs, having the ability to have multi attachments and being able to reach in, grab a camera bag if it's on your waist belt, or if it's right sitting at the top of your pack, because they're so small, and a lot of times when you're not using a massive lens, you can just reach in, grab it out. But a lot of times for me, my best work, my favorite work was when it's just me and a backpack and a camera, and I have my essentials in there. I've got the solar chargers for being off the grid. I've got a couple of energy bars. I've got some water, and then my cameras. Every piece of equipment that I use, I really try to consider, what it's actually going to do for me in the long run. How valuable is this to have, and is it needed? And I'll tell you what, a good pack is probably the first thing that I think about before packing a camera or anything else. One of my favorite things about that pack is just the ability to work out of it so many different ways. Being able to lay it down, open it up, having it be your portable workstation, so you have pockets for everything, your chargers, your cameras. The way that it operates, that's everything. It should be like a camera, second nature. A good pack will help you get to your experience quicker. It'll help you experience things richer, because really it's enabling you to go there. It's enabling you to go further. No photograph is ever going to be as valuable as what you take away from that place. And if it does, then personally, that's not the type of photography I'm interested in. I'm interested in going places and seeing things and having it, impact me.